Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Will this fight ever happen? A fight that has been in the making for what feels like years now. We had an official date at one point. We were getting close to that date. It was gonna happen. Tickets were sold. And then Conor McGregor dropped out due to the pinky toe injury. Very unfortunate, brutal injury. Nobody could have fought that night. Dana White recently talked about this fight, gave us a little bit of an update, if you can call it that, mentioning that Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler will not happen in 2024. And I feel like he would not have completely struck down the fight unless he knew for sure. With how big of a name Conor McGregor is, how much he has done for the UFC, how much that pay-per-view would do, there's got to be something going on behind the scenes for Dana to confirm that it's not going to happen this year. Especially because I think the UFC is kind of in a weird spot right now where a lot of the fans aren't happy. To cap off the year with McGregor versus Chandler would have been awesome to see. And it's even more confusing because Conor McGregor said he wants to fight in December, right before Dana said it's not happening. Then Conor responded to Dana's comment saying, December should be the date. He will be ready by December. Obviously, Michael Chandler's ready to go. He's been ready to go this entire time. The man's last fight was in November of 2022, and he's pretty much been ready to go since then. Almost 2 years of waiting for Conor McGregor. I feel like Michael Chandler will honestly wait the rest of his life to fight Conor McGregor if necessary. I feel bad for the guy. At this point, I really do feel bad because I think he's gone too far to where he can't just back out of it now. He's invested too much into this. I feel like maybe if he could do it all over again, he might have not done this path. But now that he's invested almost 2 years into this fight, if he backs out now and McGregor fights somebody else, I feel like that would just eat him alive, and he can't live with that. So now he just has to live with the consequences of his actions, trying to deal with Conor McGregor, and just hope that this fight gets made at some point. Because I don't think Conor McGregor necessarily cares about fighting Michael Chandler. The only ones who are ensuring that it's Michael Chandler as the opponent is the UFC. So Chandler better just hope and pray that the UFC doesn't do him dirty. Because everyone calls out McGregor. Even to this day, the man hasn't fought in years and people are still calling him out. We recently just had Dan Hooker, who just beat a top 5 opponent, call him out. And then you got guys like Charles Oliveira, who has constantly called out McGregor in the past. The UFC's also mentioned wanting to do Nate versus Conor 3 at some point. That's one I'm sure McGregor would like to do because it's probably one he could see himself winning, most likely. I do believe McGregor when he says he wants to fight in December, but there's got to be stuff behind the scenes going on to prevent that from happening. If I had a bet on this fight happening, I would say it does. I think it's gonna happen at least in the next year. For Chandler's sake, his sanity, I really hope it does. I just think it'd be a fun fight to watch. These guys would just slug it out in the middle of the octagon. I think it'd be awesome. But if this fight gets scheduled again and there's one more pullout, I think it's going to be wraps. If it gets made, it's going to have to happen, or I think it's done. Chandler really only said the other fight he would take at this point is for the title, and I don't think he's gonna get that opportunity. I don't know why he would. So he's kind of put himself in an unfortunate situation here because you don't put up with this behavior against any opponent except Conor McGregor. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. How long will Michael Chandler end up waiting for Conor McGregor? Will it be the rest of his life? Let me know. Subscribe for more combat sports updates, content, reactions, everything. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. The support is much appreciated. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.